Hey, good morning. So it's pretty early in the morning. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and walking along the boardwalk. Check it out. This is where the waves literally come up to the old downtown center of Puerto Vallarta. You can see you've got the boardwalk over here where people go walking at. Check that out. And that's how close the beach comes up to the boardwalk area. Right now, just before I started recording, a wave came up and literally got me a little bit sprayed out here. So it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful area. A lot of people go, it's probably only about maybe, I'd say a half a mile to 3/4 mile long. And so people use this as a morning walk, ride, stroll, run. You'll see some people running, we've seen that. And then of course I'm gonna go up to the Puerto Vallarta sign right now. That's the iconic signs you see here in Mexico. All the small cities have the colorful signs of what city you're at. So let's check it out, see if we get it. So a lot of the cities have these colorful signs with all the letters. Every time you go to one of the small cities, or what they call pueblos mágicos, the magic towns, places that are really keep their origins to as much as they can to what a small town in Mexico is, you'll see these signs. So they're hollow. See, they're pretty mobile. They do that because they do move it around. The other thing is right now there's not a big crowd, but on busy weekends or busy days, you'll have a line that's at least 60, 75, up to 100 people just waiting in line to take their picture there. It's kind of neat to have it in the morning. That's a good part. If you're going to come and you want a picture in front of the sign, you got to come early. So on the boardwalk area here, you actually have a bike path. Check this out. We've got the images that show you where the bike path is, and that goes all the way down the boardwalk and past the downtown boardwalk area. And yesterday I was walking, I was walking in that area not realizing that, and a biker slowed down and said, "Hey, this is the bike path area, you just gotta be careful." And I was down, I'm like, oh, and I noticed that actually people really respect it. As you can see, if you look down that way, you'll see everybody's out of the bike path area. They really respect that. So if you ever wanted to bring your bike and do some exercise in this boardwalk area, you know that you're going to be able to get a good, decent speed and not have to worry too much about pedestrians, us people walking and running by. Another thing I thought was really cool is yesterday and this morning, I was seeing the swimmers out there. Let me zoom in on these guys. They each got, because you can see the water's pretty flat, pretty calm. There's a lot of rip currents though, but you've got these swimmers that are out there. Each of them has their own buoy, and they have their starting area, and they'll go out a couple hundred yards actually. You can see some of the buoys out there, and there's a boat out there. You see that kind of boat is the limit of where they go out to, a little bit past that, and then they'll swim back. Yesterday there was about, I'd say a good 20 swimmers out here. Looks like it's a little bit later today, so they're probably already done, but kind of cool. So I just talked to the lifeguard. You see the guy behind me on the motorcycle? I just talked to him. He's actually city lifeguard, and he says this is a sponsored event, believe it or not, or sponsored in the sense that they always have a lifeguard out here for the group that goes out. It's free, there's no charge, so anybody wants to join, you can join. He says he tries to count all the people that go out, keeps an eye on them. He says, like right now, I know there's 3 over here, that he kind of knows exactly where they're at, or has an idea, and he's got his radio with him. That's why you see the boat out there, because the boat's connected to him to be able to help with any rescues they need to do. I think that's really neat. So if you're coming in as a tourist and want to get in a good swim, you go to the end of the boardwalk, they get there together every morning, Get out your buoy, take it with you, go for a great swim, knowing you're being at least watched on, taken care of. So another cool thing about, safety, a lot of people talk about, oh, you got to be careful in Mexico. There's a ton of safety, especially in these high tourist areas. If you see behind me, that's the state police, and they go to the highly densely populated tourist areas. So you can see they've got their bikes, they got walks, they're definitely heavily armed. Nothing to be afraid of. They've got to be here for our protection. It's a way of kind of intimidating, so there's nothing going on. But even they're like this area, because I saw them right now, they were taking selfies. They were doing pictures of each other on the boardwalk, which I think is kind of cool. But again, very safe. There's a lot of protection for you. That's why there's so many people out here. You'll love coming to Puerto Vallarta. I can't tell you how beautiful the city is, and hopefully you guys are going getting this from all the videos I'm posting. So just 3 short blocks from the end of the boardwalk is the Mercado. And when you come to the Mercado, which is the local area where they have all the downstairs areas, where you can buy all your souvenirs, t-shirts, keychains, all that stuff, and it's real cheap. That's where you really want to buy them. It's close to the store. Up on the second floor, they got this food area, like a food court. And so in here, we just ordered our green juices, which actually comes with orange juice, celery, cactus, and parsley. Now when I say they're juicing it, they're literally juicing the stuff right now. The lady's peeling the cactus, she's pressing the juices and everything. And then also in this area, you've got all the food. So when I say the food court, there's about 5-6 restaurants up here, and they make their food every morning. They make their tortillas up here, and it's all very economical. I mean, you can see a lot of the people that are up here are the locals. The locals come down here, so if the locals are coming down, it's good. Like you got a place down here that has a full breakfast plate for 60 pesos, which is less than $3. And yes, we have eaten here. We've eaten breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's very good. You're not getting huge portions for the price, but at the same time, you're getting really good food and freshly made. So one of the fun things about here is once you come out to Mercado, there's the Rio Coale, that's right here. This bridge, watch, I'll cross it so you see what I mean. It's very old, and it moves. Watch. One of the fun things to do is when people are crossing this, is you shake it, people get a little freaked out. And see, you can see how it moves so easily, especially when you weigh as much as I weigh. That's why it's hard. You can see even now I'm still kind of shaking from it. But it's pretty cool. And then in the middle of the river, you've got another area you can come shopping to with all the artisanal stuff. You can see the typical colors, fabrics, designs that you get. And that's in the middle of the river. But one of the things I want to call out too is, see the difference of this bridge and the other one? This one was just built not too long ago because the river got so high and so hard that the bridge you saw a little while, just right now, was just like that over here. The water actually swept the bridge away. But it was the second or third time that's happened on this side. So what they finally did is just built a super strong, sturdy bridge. Kind of took the fun out of it, but it's the right thing to do. Gracias. So for breakfast, we came just after I had our juices. This is today's breakfast, tacos de birria. The guy makes them right here. You can see in the old clay pot, and these are going to be good.
Put a little extra chili in there with some onion. Double tortilla, of course. That's a good breakfast.